put Lava Butte on the map. This obscure little parking area is right off of Lake Mead Road on the way to Lake Mead National Recreation Area, which is down in that direction. Doesn't look very pretty. There used to be a sign here, and some kind of interpretive sign, and there's a sign on the other side of the beast over here that says Sunrise Mountain, but Sunrise Mountain isn't actually near this place. Sunrise Mountain is toward Frenchman Mountain. In fact, we're in a little bowl. We can see absolutely nothing right now. But the goal is Lava Butte. Now, if you have a car that can handle unpaved roads, which the beast cannot, then you can save 2.5 miles each direction going toward Lava Butte. We do not have such a car, as you can see, so it's going to be a little mini run down this 2.5 mile stretch toward Lava Butte. We'll see Lava Butte emerge in a bit. The thing about Lava Butte is that people don't know it's here. They just roar by on the way to the Lake Mead area, and they don't know that there's anything off of this exit. However, there is evidently a really cool little butte that you can see from Black Mesa, from Fortification Hill, from Mount Wilson in Arizona. It's right in front of Frenchman Mountain, and I've passed this by so many times that it's time to go ahead and explore here. So we're going to head to Lava Butte. It should come into view in a little bit. Here we go. Well, it didn't take long, about 1/8 of a mile down this road, and it is a pretty decent road. You could do this on a 2-wheel drive vehicle, but it is a bit of a bumpy ride, at least up to this point. Here we go. There's Lava Butte. So one thing about this little experience is that if you don't have a whole lot of time, and I've got another event later today, this could be a great way just to get out. I hear the view from on top of Lava Butte is awesome, and we're going to find out. Now, as you look at Lava Butte, the approach that I saw on Summit Post was on the right side, south side, and it does look a little more gradual, but it seems like you could go right up the left side of Lava Butte. I may do that. It's seems more direct. There may be a few washes in between here and Lava Butte. We will find out very shortly. So anyway, let's do a 360. The sun is rising, and you can still hear the traffic on Lake Mead. In fact, you can see some of the traffic on Lake Mead. Look carefully. So yeah, we aren't too far from Lake Mead at this point. Yeah, and guess what? Here is Frenchman Mountain, and you can see the southern hump, and then the dip in between, and then the northern hump of Frenchman Mountain. So that'll be another feature that we can see from Lava Butte that should be interesting and reveal a little more of the Lake Mead area. So here we go. Okay, here we are. at the first major wash to between here and Lava Butte, and as you can see, it gets pretty rugged based on the weather. And what I said about the taking a two-wheel drive on this section of road, I'm sort of taking that back at this point as we look at the surface here, going down into this wash, and then on the other side emerging out of the wash. And I don't know if there are a few more washes between here and Lava Butte, but yeah, these holes in the road here would pretty much swallow up the beast. You could take a two-wheel drive on this section, but you might be holding your breath a little bit. So this may be a Jeep road. Closing in on Lava Butte. Yeah, it's a good time to work on strategy. And either the north side or the south side of Lava Butte looks good. You don't want to go up the west side. that looks pretty steep. They all look doable, but looks like we'll hit some avalanche slopes before we're done with this experience. Let's do a 360. Definitely in power line territory here. So it doesn't have that experience of the great outdoors, but it's a cool little adventure. If you just want to get out there and experience the desert for a little while, why not? Here we go. Fork in the road. And if you look at the sign carefully, you probably can't see it from a moving vehicle too well, but this fork on the right is to Rainbow Gardens. And you go over to the left, and the left fork says it's to Lava Butte. That is a good sign. So looks like we're on track if we take this left fork. And the more I look at this, I still think that this side here looks like there's some pretty dicey spots there on the north side of Lava Butte as you ascend. But I still think I'm going to go ahead and try heading up the northern side. Hopefully we won't be brought to a halt and have to circle around and go to the south side. We will find out. So down this road we go. Down we go into a second wash. There's Lava Butte. And this doesn't look so bad. I've seen two vehicles so far on these roads, and the reason these roads are so decent out here in the middle of nowhere is that they're probably the maintenance roads for these power lines up here. You can always count on those roads being nice. Anyway, yeah, continuing through this second wash, and that north side is looking a bit steep as you get closer. And I imagine halfway up it's going to really seem steep. Loose rock, avalanche slope. So we'll just see what happens. But that's the approach we're taking. Okay, continuing to adjust our strategy as we get closer. It looks like the southern approach is actually closer. Continuing on this road is a good way to go because it's just a lot smoother than navigating all the washes and the the mounds, the ridges in between. So yeah, I'm going to take this Lava Butte road, and it looks like it continues on over to the south side of Lava Butte, and that's the approach we're going to take. Okay, and then looking around, 360-degree view. Here's a cool view of Frenchman Mountain, right between those two ridges. What else can we see besides power lines? Yeah, power lines. So definitely, if you're into power lines, you love power lines, you're going to love this Lava Butte adventure. Look at that. Okay, well, let's continue on. Let's get closer and see where we are. Lava Butte. I don't know. Maybe the north side is looking a little better right now. I'm not going to know till I get up to Lava Butte whether I'm going to do the north or the south side. Anyway, we're descending into another wash. This will be like the fourth wash that we've gone into. This is a pretty steep little section, but yeah, if you got a good car with a good engine, you could probably manage this. It would help to have four-wheel drive, but still, you could hold your breath and try. Yeah, so here's the north approach, and actually, yeah, it looks pretty doable. It's not worse than Mummy Mountain, that's for sure. So, yeah, maybe we're back to the northern approach for Lava Butte. We don't know. Anyway, yeah, you can hear these power lines crackling. I knew some people who lived under power lines like this, and they actually put a neon light bulb in, under the power lines. And it actually lit up without the assistance of any wires or anything. And so that leads me to believe that this crackling that I'm hearing and it's a little buzzing in my head is probably not something I want to do on a regular basis. So yeah, don't live under these things, because it'd be pretty dangerous. The person that was living under them, by the way, had a case of cancer that could have been contributed to these power lines. So yeah, I kind of tingle at this point. So anyway, Lava Butte closing in. Here we go. Okay, for better or worse, the north side wins out. So I'm going to circle around the other side of this intervening ridge here and then shoot for the north side of Lava Butte. And if I hit something that's impassable along the way, then it might be 2 trips to figure out how to get up Lava Butte. I'm sure the south side works. People have commented on that, Summit Post in particular. But we're going to try the north side just for a change here. Looks like there are some fairly rugged spots along the way up there, but it doesn't look horrible compared to other avalanche slopes I've been on. This is the main Lava Butte road, and here's a little right turn, or left turn, I should say. And we'll take this and then circle around the opposite side of this ridge, and hopefully there will be a direct route up to the northern approach. So let's just figure this out. And by the way, here's a 360-degree view. Hey, one benefit of these power lines is maybe I won't need to recharge my phone. We'll see if it stays on 100%. That'd be really funny and a bit tragic. Okay. Here we go. Well, the good news is so far the approach is looking decent, except, yeah, now without the aid of the roads, we've got to navigate some washes here. And here's one little wash that is going to give us a little bit of a run for our money, but not much. I mean, it's just get to the other side and then should be a steady uphill to the summit of Lava Butte. Let's find out. This north side is no giveaway. As you can see, we are now skirting a huge wash. But we can skirt the wash. That's the good news. There's those power lines down there. One good thing about the north side is, yeah, we've left the power lines behind. Bad for my cell phone charging, probably good for my brain. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, be able to continue on right over this little ridge up ahead. And then hopefully there's a way over to the next ridge and then on up to the summit. Let's see. Here's a good sign. A little trail. What do you know? That shows that I'm not the first person in history, unless we're talking about a bighorn sheep or something. But I'm not the first person in history to attempt this route. Very good. Maybe this will continue on and lead us up to the summit. We'll find out when we get up to the top of this next ridge. Okay, this is the route of the washes. Looks like I'll just hug the right side here. See if I can circumvent this next depression and head for that approach. That's the northern approach to Lava Butte. Onward. By the way, this is the area we just navigated, and as you can see, it definitely is not the most tame, gradual route, but it's doable. We came down from that area down there. And here we can start seeing things. That looks like the Muddy Mountains area. And then to the right would be the Hamblin Mountain area. Not sure, but seems logical. Okay, onward. Well, this is definitely the route of many washes. And I'm going to go over this next ridge and see if there's a direct approach up here to the northern approach. The northern approach actually looks pretty decent. There's some loose rock up there, and it's a pretty healthy angle, but it doesn't look like there's any drop-offs. So we're going to continue on up. You can see as we zoom in here what we're looking at. And of course, if this will take me where I want to be, the high road here, and it looks like there might even be a faint trail that goes up to this next ridge. We're gonna try that. If that'll take me, we need to get across this area here, and not have to go all the way down into this yet another wash. Some nice views here. There you can see Lake Mead. And then looking in the background, that peak a high point over there. That is Mount Wilson. See, zoom in a little bit more, which is why you can see Mount Wilson from here. And then Fortification Hill is right in this area, kind of blinded by the sun. And then Black Mesa is just to the left of this mound in the foreground. And then you can see the Badlands all around us. Yeah, lots of washes. You really need to have a wash navigation strategy. We came through this little saddle, and that's how we're getting back. I'm on a tight timeline today, so I don't know if I'm going to have the time to actually finish getting up to the top, but we'll get as close as we can and then return. And this route so far has been a great route. Okay, onward. Okay, this actually looks very good. Just a matter of descending and then ascending up this avalanche slope that doesn't look too horrible. It's steep, yeah, and there's some loose rock, definitely, but I don't see any drop-offs all the way up. Let's get a close-up. There's the summit, and then you just look down along Lava Butte, and look at that. It looks very doable. I made a promise, and I'm at a turnaround point. I need to head back. Another good point here is that, remember that road I was on earlier, the Lava Butte Road? There it is right down there. So another approach would be just to go on that road, save a whole lot of navigation of the washes that slowed me down here today, and then just head right up this little pass and then right up the north side of Lava Butte. And then you can also see there is a south approach that looks very doable. Just continuing on that road just a little further, hit the south approach and head up. I do believe that when I return here, we'll do the rest of this trip soon. If we can find another day that's around 80 degrees or less. Today is supposed to get up to 90 degrees, so definitely an early morning experience, but not impossible even during the summer if you hit the very early morning hours. Well, if you've got a high temperature of 100 degrees or more, you may not want to try this even in the early morning. But hey, we're going to head back down to this road over here, circle around and head back for right now. But the good news is that yes, this is very doable, this approach. So we shall return and do the rest of Lava Butte. Okay, onward. Anyway, as long as we're here, let's take a look at the surrounding area. Lake Mead definitely opening up beneath us. And yeah, on a winter adventure, this would be really great. Come a little later in the day and get the sun at a better angle. And you'd be able to see Lake Mead and the whole area around there. There's the Hamblin Mountain area, I believe. Black Mesa is in the center, and then beyond that would be the Hamblin Mountain area, and then heading over in this direction, that mound over there in the distance is the Muddy Mountains, and then heading back over toward Lake Mead. behind Lake Mead, you see a pointy mountain at the on a high point of this ridge, the Black Mountains in the background there. And you see a high point, which would be Mount Wilson. And there are pages on the LasVegasAreaTrails.com for Mount Wilson. And then in front of it, very, very faint, you can almost not see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just not visible on this video, would be Fortification Hill. Got a page for that. So Black Mesa, Fortification Hill, Muddy Mountains. Lots of pages on LasVegasAreaTrails.com. And you can see the adventures where we ascended those high points. But for now, Lava Butte. Pretty cool. Can't wait to get up to the top and look around. I imagine the view from up there, especially in the afternoon on a winter day, you got the sun behind you. Wow, it'd open up the whole Lake Mead area. But, you know, in the summer, by the time you have the sun behind you, you're going to be in 110, 115, maybe even 120 degree temperatures. And yeah, it could be a problem. Plus, who knows what reptiles lurk in the area, thinking of rattlesnakes in particular, when you hit those really high summer temperatures. So a whole different situation. However, in the morning, let's take a look over here. Here we have Frenchman Mountain. So pretty cool. And then on the far end over there, I believe we're looking in the Sunrise Mountain area. So, and then of course we've got this little high point right here. So anyway, there you have it. Initial exploration of Lava Butte, and summit trip will follow as soon as we get a day that I'd like to be down to 80 degrees high temperature instead of 90. We'll see if we've got another day that has this. This is the first Saturday in April, and it's starting to get hot down here at this level. We may be rising up to the La Madre Mountains wilderness, maybe a little bit in the Sheep Mountains, and then eventually we'll be up around 10,000, 11,000 feet in the Mount Charleston wilderness as the temperatures rise down at this level. So there you have it for today. Awesome adventure for a very brief, short adventure day. We shall return. Lava Butte. So I can retrace my way next time I come this route. I'll look for this landmark, and the key is to head up this wash that I'm in right now. There's the wash heading down to the road that I was on originally, Lava Butte Road. And the trick is going to be, there you see Lava Butte, and here you have the wash that is going to circle around the left side of this high point in the foreground here, and then head on up the north side of Lava Butte. And so that's the way I'm going to come next time I attempt this. This is the large ridge that you see before you get to Lava Butte. It's on the north side. So let's continue on down this wash. It looks like there's almost evidence of people having passed here before and taken this route. I'm sure I'm not the first. So let's see what's between us right here and the road. Here we go. Return trip. There are 3 posts here, power line structures, pretty much together. And here you see Lava Butte. And there's the ridge, the first high ridge to the north of Lava Butte. And then there's that passage right over there. So what I would do is at these 3 power posts, I take off in this direction and then wind my way around. There are a few intervening washes, and I would go over this saddle, take a right, and then head up the north side of Lava Butte. We'll see. I'll do that next trip, and we'll just see how that works out. But for now, we're heading back, and the road is up ahead. You can see it winding around below us, which means that after a series of washes to navigate, we're out of the washes, and it's just a straight shot back to our starting point. And there's a little more of the road down there. So yeah, we can streamline this Lava Butte experience for future adventures. The records, here's Lava Butte Road. Here's a little turnoff. There's the 3 power structures. And then here is the saddle we would shoot for. Go through the saddle, take a sharp right, and then head right up the north side of Lava Butte. So there you have it. Let's do a quick 360. Here we are looking down the road. Around. Can't see a whole lot from this road, but you can see it circles around access to the northern and the southern approach to Lava Butte. And I think both of them would be pretty decent approaches. And the view from the summit, incredible, but you probably want the sun a little later in the day, so it's reflecting on Lake Mead and not blinding you in the morning hours. Okay, let the races begin. Let's head down this road, get back so we can keep on our time. One final look here, northern approach. You see this ridge to the north of Lava Butte. The approach would be to get right between the upper end of this ridge where it dips down and forms a saddle with the northern approach to Lava Butte. There are a few washes to navigate, but that would be the northern approach to Lava Butte. Okay,